Welcome to another Churchill Chat. I'm Dr. Rob Havers, the Director of the National Churchill Museum here on the campus of Westminster College. I'm delighted to welcome to our museum Mr. Dan Martin, cartoonist and illustrator at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. And for those of you who have bought our publication, the Quotable Winston Churchill, you will recognize within this book the wonderful original pieces of artwork that Dan did for this book. Dan is here today for the opening of our Thatcher Reagan exhibition. It's wonderful to have you here, Dan. What is your impression of the National Churchill Museum, your first visit here?
It's terrific. I remember coming up here several times as a kid, but I haven't seen it since it's all been redone. I think it's a sort of a hidden treasure in St. Louis, in Missouri. I mean, most St. Louisans don't know they've got this really wonderful thing so close to them.
No, you're absolutely right, and we struggle often to persuade people that it is only an hour and a half down the road. What are your thoughts about Winston Churchill? Personal hero of yours? How do you think about him today?
Well, I've always liked history. In fact, if I wasn't an artist, I think I would have been a history teacher. So as one of the greatest figures of the 20th century, I mean, everyone that likes history would be impressed with Winston Churchill. I'm as bigger fan of Harry Truman, and I think their relationship is very interesting and special, and the whole backstory of how Churchill came here I think is fascinating that most people don't know.
Absolutely right, and if it wasn't for Harry Truman's fantastic postscript on that invitation, we probably would not be sitting here today commemorating Churchill's visit at the National Churchill Museum.
And Harry Vaughan, one of his aides, is an alumni here, and that's how he talked the president to him.
That's exactly right, yes. What would you say to people in St. Louis who haven't been to the National Churchill Museum?
I said, for only an hour and a half away, I think you'll find one of the most unique, fascinating museums in the whole state of Missouri. An easy trip on Highway 70.
Excellent. Dan Martin, thank you so much for being our guest today. Thank you for helping us open our exhibition. And that's it for this Churchill Chat.